So a lot of leaders and teams are scrambling right now to get on track and get focused in a virtual environment with a lot of turmoil going on. Hi, I'm John Riordan. I work with organizations to help you expand your capacity to get stuff done. I've talked with a number of leaders across a variety of sectors in the past week, and three key questions keep coming up over and over. First, what is our mission right now in this particular environment? Second, what is the key information we need to communicate to our teams and to our stakeholders? And third, what are the tools we're going to use to get the job done? In this clip, we're going to touch on each of these three questions just a little further. The challenge is to find the sweet spot amongst these three, because each element impacts the others. You've got to assess your mission and clearly communicate with your team and key stakeholders, but your capacity to do any of that will be impacted by the tools that you're using. There's a link in the description for a workbook that'll take you through this model in more depth. So the first key is the mission. What is your mission right now in this particular situation? You've got to get yourself and your team focused in on task, but what's the right task? What are the right priorities? For some of you, your mission is right on target. Good for you. Get everybody focused, stay connected, maybe in some new ways, but keep going. You've got a job to do. This would include many healthcare organizations, our first responders, our public servants. Thank you for what you do. Stay focused, stay connected, and keep up the great work. We really appreciate it. For others, your mission may be shifting to some degree. You may have to reframe your mission and/or be innovative in the way you carry it out. Schools are moving to online education. Restaurants are offering more takeout and delivery. How might you move your services online, engage your stakeholders in new ways, and offer new kinds of value and service to the community? For others, your mission has to change entirely. You've got to find new ways of doing business, or maybe even find a new business to do. How might you reinvent yourself? What core strengths do you have that you can leverage in new ways? What resources do you have that you can tap into and take advantage of? Who can you call on for help? The second key is communication. How are you going to stay connected as a team, and how are you going to stay connected with your stakeholders? What is the critical information that you need to communicate to whom, when, and by what means? You've got your leadership team, your all hands, your sub-teams, individual staff, and your stakeholders. There's a lot of people to stay connected with, but effective communication is more important now than ever. The third key is the tools. What tools do you have, and what additional tools do you need? Don't get caught up in death by email. There are a lot of tools out there for virtual teamwork and collaboration. There's some great project management tools out there like Slack and Microsoft Teams. They will help you keep your projects on track. Video conferencing on Zoom or WebEx is a great way to see each other face to face. It really changes the conversation. And then there's good old-fashioned email and telcons, and those are still really useful when they're the right thing to do. Get the tools you need and make sure everyone knows how to use them. So as you work through these three elements, you'll see how they each depend on the others. You may have to adjust the way you carry out your mission depending on the tools that you have or don't have. And you've got to communicate all of this clearly with your team and your stakeholders so that they can execute and give you feedback. If you found that useful, please share with others. Our prayers and support go out to those being directly impacted by this situation. And a really big thanks to those who are keeping things moving. Healthcare workers, first responders, teachers, public servants, thank you so much for your hard work. We really appreciate it. And to everybody, keep being generous with others. Stay connected and stay healthy.